Welcome, everyone, to the very first episode of Podcast of History. This is the show where we bring legendary figures from history back to life, well, sort of, and have real conversations with them. Every episode, we dive into the minds of the people who shaped our world, for better or worse. And today, for the grand opening, we're starting with a titan, a man who rewrote business, philanthropy, the meaning of wealth, and definitely the meaning of monopoly. Please welcome John D. Rockefeller.
Thank you for having me. I must say, it's remarkable to be here, especially considering my current residence is the afterlife.
Well, we're honored you made the trip back. Let's start simple. How does it feel to be remembered as one of the richest men in human history?
It's interesting. People remember the wealth, but not always the work, discipline, and purpose behind it.
Fair point. Speaking of discipline, you were known for being extremely organized, even a bit obsessive. Where did that come from?
I believed order produced clarity, and clarity produced success.
Meanwhile, modern billionaires barely organize their own email inbox.
Times change, I suppose. Efficiency, however, remains universal.
Let's go back to your early life. People often imagine you were born rich, but you weren't even close. Did that hunger push you?
Absolutely. The desire to rise, combined with faith and discipline, drove every decision I made.
So when you built Standard Oil, did you immediately realize you were building something world-changing?
I realized we were bringing light, literal light, to millions. That alone already felt like changing the world.
And then you changed the market. Aggressively.
I sought stability. The oil market was chaotic. I brought order.
Some would say you brought domination.
Depends who you ask.
Okay, real talk. What did you feel during the antitrust lawsuits? Angry, betrayed, confused?
I felt misunderstood. I believed our efficiency benefited consumers. But the government saw power. Too much power.
And yet, when Standard Oil broke apart, your wealth actually skyrocketed.
Ironically, yes. Competition made the child companies stronger.
So, in a way, the U.S. government accidentally made you even richer.
History is full of such ironies.
One thing people forget is your philanthropy. Universities, medical research, public health. You gave away more money than most nations' annual budgets. Why?
Wealth is a responsibility. Money is only valuable when it improves lives.
And be honest, did part of that come from wanting to soften your public image?
Even a titan appreciates good reputation.
Fair enough. Now, here's something I'm curious about. You made absurd amounts of money, yet you were famously frugal. Did you actually enjoy wealth?
My joy came from purpose. Luxury never appealed to me.
So no golden bathtub, no private zoo, no giant oil-shaped swimming pool?
No, though the pool idea is amusing.
Let's jump to modern times. Today, we have trillion-dollar tech companies, data empires, AI giants. If you lived today, would you still choose oil?
I would choose whatever industry needed organization, efficiency, and discipline. Perhaps energy still, perhaps data.
Rockefeller owning Google. Terrifying thought.
I imagine I would give them a run for their money.
Now, tell me something honestly. Do you think a Rockefeller-style rise is still possible today?
Yes, though the rules have changed. But vision and consistency create opportunity in any era.
Okay, I have to ask this. When you were alive, journalists would follow you constantly. They wrote brutal stories. Did it get under your skin?
It bothered my family more than it bothered me. I focused on work.
You're definitely from a different era. People today have a meltdown if they get one negative comment on Instagram.
The pressure of public perception is timeless.
Speaking of timeless, people are still debating your legacy. Some call you a genius, others are ruthless monopolist. How do you want to be remembered?
As someone who built, improved, and contributed. Perfection is impossible. Impact is essential.
I like that. Okay, before we wrap, we end every episode with a classic what if question. John, what do you think would have happened if Standard Oil had never been broken apart? If you'd fought the government harder, kept it as one giant unified empire?
The world would have experienced an energy system far more centralized and efficient. Prices may have been lower, but innovation may have suffered. Competition pushes progress, sometimes painfully, sometimes beautifully.
So you're saying the breakup was both a curse and a blessing?
Exactly.
Brilliant answer. John, thank you for being our very first guest. And to everyone listening, this is just the beginning. Next week, another historical giant sits in this very chair. Who would you like to see in the next episode? Please let me know in the comments. And if you have any questions you're curious about, drop those in the comments too. I'll make sure they get answered in the next episode. This was History of Podcast. Thank you for being here.